Menopause.
You're talking about when a woman stops having her menstrual cycle.
It's like a topic that no one really talks about.
I think it would cause a lot of stress for them.
Menopause is life-changing.
I could have been a lot more understanding of my wife.
We're all going to go through it and none of us know anything about it.
It should be something that everyone should learn about.
It's something to be proud of.
Welcome to Hello Menopause, a podcast where you'll hear real menopause stories from real people.
Oh yeah, and we'll get into it all. From brain fog to panic attacks to heart palpitations and urinary issues. Menopause has 34 symptoms, and you're going to hear them all. Even burning tongue. Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. And we will celebrate stories from women who feel better after reaching menopause. They find it liberating and empowering, and I can say I felt it was.
And we're going to be loud about it, and we're not going to hold back. No more whispering. No more shame. We are taking the taboo out of the menopause transition.
I'm your host, Christine McGinnis, co-founder of the nonprofit Let's Talk Menopause.
And I'm your co-host, Robin Gelfenbein.
Grab a throw and get comfy because Hello Menopause feels like a gathering with friends.
You'll hear stories about how to handle menopause at work, at home, and even in the bedroom.
Ooh.
Sexy.
And sometimes not so sexy.
True. But we do have a killer lineup of guests.
Oh, let me share a few. We sit down with Stacey London, the former co-host of What Not to Wear. She speaks openly about her own struggles during menopause, while also asking women to celebrate the positive changes it brings.
I think that menopause is Mother Nature's biological failsafe for making you refocus on your needs.
We've also got feminist, healer, social justice advocate, and overall badass Omishade Bernie Scott, creator of the Black Girl's Guide to Surviving Menopause.
I always think about my menopause experience in the context of who I was and who I am as a person. I had a whole experience as a whole person, and there were a lot of things going on that kind of like made those symptoms either really intense or really clear that I needed some support.
We also take a deep dive with author and educator Darcy Steinke of Flash Count Diary fame. She shares her menopause story and her connection to, believe it or not, killer whales.
And then the real thing was when I found out that like killer whales go through it, and the fact that they become the leaders of their pods. At around 50, we become so valuable to our communities that there needs to be two groups of women, one group to have babies and do the incredibly important work of mothering, and another group to be leaders.
Plus, at the beginning of every episode, you'll hear our Menopause on the Street segment. Now that's where I hit the streets of New York City and ask total strangers about, you guessed it, menopause.
Some of their responses are going to crack you up. We cannot wait to share these.
Totally.
Now remember, if you're going through the menopause transition, what you are feeling is not just in your head. And please know you are not alone.
So join us for Hello Menopause, your go-to for frank, fun, and unforgettable conversations about menopause.
Hello Menopause is brought to you by the new national nonprofit Let's Talk Menopause, and it is produced by Frequency Media. Coming soon to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and wherever else you may get your podcasts.
Hello Menopause is brought to you by Always Discreet, because we deserve better.